Greetings, mortals. I am Nathus, the ruler of the underworld, and today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of Four Knights of the Apocalypse, chapter 130, titled The Fox, Sin of Greed. So yeah, this is like one of those hype chapters. When you have the name of the main character in the story, especially when they're being reintroduced, or I guess introduced in this case, into it, you know they're just gonna dominate. So it's just kind of confirmation. Although, funny enough, unlike all of other times where it's just there for the heroes to look badass kind of thing, this one actually kind of feels like it's not supposed to make the villains, namely Ironside, look like a bunch of idiots or chumps. Even if they do still kind of come off like that. So yeah, anyways, we start off this chapter with Bond punching Ironside and sending him. Well, we start this chapter off continuing from the last chapter with Bond punching Ironside, and Ironside actually being so hit so hard that he actually is flying away, being sent away as Pelgot, and I'm assuming the other Chaos Knights are both like Ironside, and then Bond just jumps to like meet Ironside in air as Ironside knows that Bond's on top of him as the Bonding just kicks, punches, hits him with his weapon or whatever. He just slams Ironside to the ground, but Ironside is able to regain his composure and uses floating wind folk. As then we have Ironside just kind of flying in the air as Bond just uh, step falls to the ground, but he just falls on his feet. As Ironside kind of like I guess readjusts his helmet or something as he tells Bond, Bond, the fuck, sin of greed. Why were you aware of our location? Not certain. This is supposed to be like some kind of hint for the story and the advantage the heroes have for later. Like maybe there's a spy, maybe there's some informant or what sensing or whatever. But the way that it's being played off right now is just as a joke, since Bond just shows that in his cloak he has like a bottle of ale and tells Ironside, "Oh, it's just a coincidence that you all came here while I came here at the same time, because I only came here to drink some ale, you know." As he shows it, as Ironside's kind of like dumb and far, but this is like, ale? As then Bond is just kind of chill, like he's not even taking it seriously at all. He's like, that village over there is Vanya, and Vanya's ale is some of the best in Britannia. Don't you know that? As then Bond is like, but thanks to that, I finally get to see your face. You guys lurk in the shadows trying to avoid us deadly sins. I like that they're just not using the 7 anymore because, like, as Escanor is that. Merlin is who the hell knows where. And she betrayed us and all that stuff. But we're just 5 people who are friends and we are all part of the same group called 7 Sins, but no, we're just 5. So we just got 7 some so we're just going deadly sins. So yeah. Basically, I wonder if people are picking up Four Knights of the Apocalypse. Well, you know, like basically, I wonder if people are buying the Saturday Sense volume manga while they are waiting for the next volumes of Four Knights of the Apocalypse coming out. Since like Four Knights are recent thing. Well, both of the series I would say are relatively recent. Well, alright, hold on. Alright. So Four Knights are being currently released, and they are coming out every a couple of months. While the since manga would still be on shelves should still be on shelves, so the people like still buy them while they are waiting for it. So I do wonder how much aware people are on a regular basis. And again, like there's not that big of a gap. Like, I mean, was the entire manga even released? Or in Japan, maybe, but was the entire manga even released in the rest of the world when Four Knights started? I mean, I think it probably was, but I don't know. There's like a bit of a month gap between volumes. Like I think there's usually like 4 volumes before, 4 volumes in Japanese before the other translation can't catch up with something. Well, depending on the country, but regardless, like I do kind of wonder how aware people are of this. But regardless, we also get a confirmation that the 4 evils, or I'm guessing it's the 4 evils, so maybe the Chaos Knights or general, like some, I'm guessing 4 evils for now have been more hidden away from the sins, like they're not engaging in them in combat. But doesn't matter here because Ironside's actually kind of pissed that he's like kind of twitching. As then we have the Chaos Knight. I think we get his name at the end of the chapter, and Palgod being there as the Chaos Knight's like on a hippogriff. Makes me kind of wonder if he's going to have some kind of Harry Potter reference with his magic or something like that. As he's like, Ironside, are you alright? As then we have Palgod be like, want us to join in, sir? Which is so it's surprising here in Palgod being referring to Ironside as Sir, since they're I think that's the same rank. Like maybe it's like one of those Shoestoffel situations when they're all Shoestoffel, but Little Barrel is the leader of the Shoestoffel. So is Ironside the leader of the four evils? Maybe, I don't know. Like it's kind of weird having Palgod of all people being the more, I guess, respectable with the ranks, because again, like he was like very chill when you first meet him. I'm gonna say it's the Percival's death. That's the reason why he's a bit more, you guys, it'll just be easier if you just all right. Let's ignore what you just said and but still go. Just say yes. We don't care. Come. And it's kind of like funny how there seems to be a bit of a reversing the roles here, especially since while Ansai isn't like as boisterous as Palgod was. It's kind of weird since now he seems to be like more battle hungry, more battle crazed. I'm guessing it's like one of those personality intelligence based off of the plot as a situation similar to how like Lancelot has to be dumb, so there's more of a conflict with other characters and that type of stuff. But regardless, we have Ironside telling Pelga and the other one, no need for that. I'll take care of this man myself. As then we have Ironside using some kind of hand sign saying, Valkyra! As Bond is just standing there, noticing that he's doing something, but he's not really gonna, try to stop him or anything. As Ironside says, come to me! A bit of a double page spread here as we get not a double page spread but a bigger page as we get to see that Ironside has summoned Jin, which is a giant tornado form with a phallic shaped hat that has a bit of an open top where something that looks I'm guessing supposed to be taken as like a ponytail, with its head having a bit of a couple of like small mustaches. Kind of creature that's presence is destroying damaging the area. The leaves are flying off trees. The trees themselves are gonna be pushed back. And all in all, this creature summoning is doing more effect on the area than a planetary attack in Boruto. Let that sink in, people. Let that sink in. So, yeah. Then we have Balan just reacting to it in a not scared or, oh my god, type of way, but more like, alright, now this is not what I was expecting. Like, I expected you guys to have some weak-ass abilities, not, whatever this creature, this Jin is or whatever. As Bonnie's just like, no, what is that? So yeah, and then we have Ironside explain to he's explaining that to Bond, let's be honest, so that this is for us the readers to be extolled. As Ironside tells Bond, our king has ordered us to avoid direct combat with you deadly sins, but I never was a great fan of that order. I guess this is supposed to be kind of like, kind of ignore that beginning of the series, next episode of the anime situation with me running away from the guy who performed a deadly sins level feat in that village. Ignore that, because that was more of an order. Like, we are ordered not to go in combat. Like, don't take that meaning we are way weaker than them, which, granted, I kind of feel that kind of what's still going to be the impression here. But again, Bond is the second strongest of the deadly sins. So I don't exactly think there's like that big of a surprise that he would overwhelm Ironside. And to me, it's still supposed to be taken like a more respectable way. Like, again, it's very clear that Nakaba wants to kind of like show that, yes, sins should be taken as strong as in the four evils, but don't think it's like one of those insane gaps of power, or is that like overwhelming gap of power? But yeah, we kind of this is what's going on here. As then we have Ironside also telling Bond, and that's doubly true for you, a human like us. Perhaps you are a hero of of legend, but how far apart are we in ability really? Well, considering the fact that Bond spent what was it, 3,000 years or 340,000 years in the purgatory, he should be way stronger. But considering the feats you're gonna be doing, I'm guessing you would have been stronger if there wasn't for that purgatory situation going on here. But regardless, I get it. Like, honestly, I was to measure himself up to the second strongest ever since. I mean, it's his funeral, but you know, we kind of get the idea. Like, again, to us, it does not. Like, to us, it's more of well, to the four Knights readers, no Saturday Saints readers, it's gonna be kind of a question like how much more powerful are the Saints versus evil, the four evils, and why were they able to escape? So we kind of getting this kind of showcase and scanning a bit now. Anyways, then we have Ironside explain to us the Jinn, as he's like, as the Jinn's actually kind of having like a bit of a smug smile. Yes, praise me, Lord Ironside. As Ironside just says, keep in mind too that I have elemental protection. Then actually, I just checked a bit, and apparently it's a bit of a misplacement in the panels. But anyways, I'm trying to explain now because I don't know. Someone apparently got chap pages placements wrong. But anyways, ignore my explanation of the smart Jinn phase. Let's go into what's actually happening here as we have Bond getting hit by the Jinn and I guess releasing its power type of situation. It's sent Bond a bit back. There's a bit more damage as we see like also the rocks and everything being sent around. As we have Ironside telling Jinn, leader of the Sylphs, before its mighty wind, all of creation is battered about like a clump of paper. As then we instead have, and then we get to the smart Jinn phase, saying that to also explain to Bond that he has elemental protection. Not certain that's like all of the elemental protection, so is that just like the wind elemental, like wind attacks are not gonna do anything to him? Not entirely certain. How that is kind of going on here. Not sure that's fun. I feel like if he has Jinn, he probably has all of the elemental spirits, so maybe he just has to have them active or something. Although, considering what we're gonna see, he might actually have it always active, considering, well, we're gonna see it soon. As we have Bond thinking to himself, being like, Elemental, eh? I recall Gilfon's son wielding such bizarre skills. As then we get like, kind of like a. He's responding to Bond's thoughts from Ironside comment, which is like, he says, lump me in with some charlatan elementalist and you'll regret it, which is referring to Cheon. Maybe not directly. I mean, I'm not saying that Ironside would not know of Cheon, but I'm weird that he's responding in a way where it makes it sound like he knows what Bond's thinking here. As Ironside then tells Bond, instead, allow me to show you the difference between high level and low levels. Again, kind of showing that, kind of confirming to all of us that Ironside his own tier of spirit summoning. Like, he's not, like, Bond, like, not only does he have, like, basically, this is where Cheon is, this is where Ironside is, and Cheon is supposed to be a prodigy in spirit magic and all that. Oh, and then we have Ironside as he's, like, doing this, like, his hand side, using the attack, Concerto of Wind, Zero, Vav, Tango! As then we get like a giant wind, which almost feels though mixed up with the pages. Like, I don't know why this chapter feels like it's really like mixed up from what I've seen. Like, in one other place I read this chapter, it was like really placed, and his the where I'm reading now also seems to have a weird placement in chapters. Well, pages, like there's a bit of a mistake in there. But as we have the Jinn kind of wrapping around that area where Bond and Ironside are clashing with the other two characters looking at, as as Ironside uses move. You may have dodged it last time, but Bond, the lightning won't strike twice. You will be sliced to ribbons by the mighty Jin. Pyra before the silence. Billfist Margot as he uses those stars attacks. And there are like multiple of them, and all of them hit Bond. So I'm guessing. So this kind of confirms that the strikes that the Ansa has been doing the whole time isn't some kind of light magic or whatever kind of those like laser kind of resembling magic type. This is more just the wind from the Jinn, which makes it sound like it's constantly like even if it's not around him. Again, showing the difference between Shion and Ironside. Ironside is able to use the power of these Jinns without these Jin and the other elemental kings. I will have to check to see which ones would be for the Gnome, Undine, and the Salamander. We have to. I don't know exactly on those, but because that because Jin is the lead of the Sil, so I'm assuming that he has all those. As then we have like a shot of the Arsenal getting hit, Bond getting hit by it, and also kind of the after effect of that, which personally to me it looks more like it's just a more wide range than a stronger attack that was used. And again, the damage kind of looks similar to the amount of damage seems to be similar to, in my opinion, to the chapter 1 when he tried to kill Percival Silver with that star stripe. It's just there's more of it. Like if the difference seems to be basically no more Ironside, just a straight attack. Jin activate Ironside, it's more of a wide range. As then we get a bunch of that destruction, as then we see some of the villages that were staying there as well, because like they may not be as close as the Chaos Knights, but they can still like see the giant fucking Jin destroying everything, causing chaos. As one of the villages like he did King Bond in? He's kind of like one of like, is he King Bond, right? So at least they know that he's the king. I'm assuming he probably. I mean, if Bond does come there regularly for ale, I can totally imagine they would know that he's the king. I mean, I don't know if they have like a special little like reception for him personally, but they know it. So yeah, as then we get like that random Chaos Knight being like, "Well played, Ironside," as Belgard showing that he's more, competent than this Chaos Knight being like, I don't know, it's over. And the same goes to Ironside because he's like staring at Chucky to see what the result is, as he sees that Bond from from close to that attack is standing there, and Ironside said, "It can't be. It's just not possible." As we get cleared, as we see the Bond. Alright, admittedly, Bond's clothing is damaged, like his pants are damaged, his jacket is damaged, but he himself, like his face, his chest, his hands, and also the ripped parts of the clothing show that his body is fine. Basically, this just damages clothing, which in my opinion is pretty impressive considering the fact that usually when they like have these wide spread, these big attacks, they have like a bunch of dust in the air to reveal a guy to be completely unharmed by it. Usually include their clothing, but this time it shows that, oh yeah, you ruined my clothing, but by himself is relatively fine. Like he's pretty much, okay, I got bored of this attack, like it was impressive, but you just cost me a new meaning to go pick up a new outfit. My wife is gonna kill me for doing another outfit, basically. As Ironside's like reacting in shock to it, like, what kind of monster are you? Because he was expecting it to be no damage. Again, this kind of makes me wonder about how did he never find anyone that would be able to handle this? Did Arthur never go up against it? It's similar to the swordsmanship in the previous arc, where it's like, okay, so it's more like better swordsman than more like it's better swordsman in Ironside, but where are Minash and Arthur among swordsmen in Camelot kind of deals? As then we have Bond just being all serious and stoic and getting kind of alright. The ill jokes are going down now. Now it's time to get serious. And he might hear the name because I mean, actually no, he might have also clicked who Ironside is at this point because of the way how he reacts here. It's like, Ironside was your name, right? You're the only monster around here. As Ironside realizes, oh shit, as he just says, what? As then probably asking, it's probably not meant to be as dramatic of a situation, but it kind of is drawn that way. So I feel like Ironside's more like, what are you talking about? As Bond just jumps from the ground, as Ironside screams, Jin, protect me! And Jin is kind of like going from his smug face to, alright, actually this might be a bit of a challenge for me. As in, Jin goes to block it, and it does move its hand in a way to block it, but Ironside just cuts right through all of that wind straight to Ironside, as Ironside says, oh! I'm not sure if he's like using his magic to like increase the defenses, or if he's using it to increase Jin's power or something. He's using it, or just a generic blockage ability. As Bond is all pissed off and angry as he tells Ironside, connected by blood or not, you casually tried to kill a child you once called your son. I'm actually surprised that he's called him son. Actually, what does he still call Percival his son? Because everyone still called him that. Even if Mortlock and Ironside didn't view him as their son, as the actual son and all that stuff. But then Bond also says, it's nothing any human being would do. Depends on the isekai. Honestly, if you go into isekai logic, half the humans are so immoral there that you honestly have no idea what the kind of demons they even have in that world. It really just kind of feels like they want to kill demons and for the sake of killing demons instead of doing it with demons. But regardless, we have then a bit of a flashback to a bit tell us what the four knights were doing. Because, you know, like, it's just kind of done really weirdly. And we have explained here that Lancelot, after the whole event in the Hellog, just kind of went back into Bond. Like, he just kind of, I guess he just kind of sucked all his spotlight and whatever and just went home. As we see, like, a word Elaine and Bond being calm, like, why is my son so down? As then Bond explains to us, my own hell-raising son suddenly came back home 2 years ago, you see. He wouldn't look me or his mother in the eye, he just holed up in his room. He is becoming a neat because of you. As Bond says also, and cried by himself, him, a child so strong that he would never cry around anyone. But he kept sobbing, talking the whole time about how he couldn't protect the friend he held dear. I'm guessing he didn't know Bond was there because Bond is like, we see like Bond, I'm guessing his room kind of like staring there being like, hey son, you're fine? As we see like a backside of Lancelot, we see tears like falling down a bit, small tears. Like we don't see his face, but we get the idea. Which, honestly, I think this is a very unique, good thing we see, and we're probably gonna get more into development once we see Lancelot again. Once Bond's probably gonna be knocking some sense into him kind of situations. But when you really think about it, Lancelot should really feel the most guilty because, remember, everyone else amongst the crew was going all out. They were fighting for their lives, while Lancelot was kind of playing, kind of joking around. Like, when everyone was like, alright, we are subduing the Chaos Knights. Now we just have to wait and pray that person's gonna be fine. Lancelot was just like, neat katana. Looks cool. So, yeah, it makes sense that Lancelot would be feeling very guilty and doesn't make him wonder where the rest of them are since Lancelot went home. Did all of them go back to Leonas? Did they stay in the Demon Realm? Did all the many four knights split up? I don't know. I'm assuming we're gonna get to know that soon. As then we have Bond just slamming, kicking kicking Ironside right in his chest, right in his ribs. I think breaking the armor itself, screaming to Ironside. So here's one from him to you. As he is slamming Ironside as on a I guess we don't see it because he's wearing the helmet, but I would not be surprised if he's actually, spilling blood right now. As if we get like the Jin completely destroyed and the Ironside being sent fine way. Yeah, we actually do see the blood. Yeah, we see the blood. Like it's very small driplets of blood, but I think that's more because of the armor and stuff. Like he's probably like spurting a lot more. Like we see all the 3 holes getting blood out. Which I kind of think he's also like bleeding from the eyes. I would not be surprised by it. As then we have Palgana being right behind Ironside as he was slammed. As Palgana grabs Ironside as Palgana says, "Do it, Milton Duff." Like I said, he got his name revealed. As then we get Milton Duff using the gate, which I think is the first time we actually are getting this gate being used properly by the Chaos Knights. As Milton Duff is like, "Door to the Eternal Kingdom, open before me and quick guide us to our destination." As they have Ironside, as Bogart is still holding him, being like, "Wait, no, what are you doing? I can still. Actually, wait, no, what are you doing? I can still fight." As he's saying it, but he's saying it very weakly, so I'm not certain how much he can still go on. I mean, it's like he's saying it, like I don't know, like he says it, but he says it very weakly. But I'm not certain if it's like one of those. No, wait, no, where he can barely speak. He can speak normal. It's like very weak. As then we have Palga telling Ironside, "We have to retreat, sir." As then we have Ironside being like, "But I haven't lost." Since like he still wants to go, which again I think it's supposed to say like I don't know, it's difficult to say because again like with the anime we're gonna be able to judge more how the damage is in the voice here. We just know that he is a fact. His voice is kind of affected in the final few things he does and does make it sound more damaged, but it's kind of again difficult to say. But regardless, we do but regardless, I think this is supposed again to kind of show that like this is an angry Bond furiously hitting Irons. I think this does make Irons look a bit good. Like it shows clearly that the 4 evils are not stronger than the sins, but it's not like they're overwhelmingly weaker. They're just angry hits from Bond is more than enough to cause them all to retreat. As then we have the great opening and them going away. As Bond just grabs the ale bottle he was showing earlier, opening up, taking a swing at it, and saying, the ale's tasting real special today. Why don't I go drink with the gang for a change? So yeah, I guess this is foreshadowing into a reunion with the Sins soon. I mean, I don't know when that reunion is gonna be. Because I mean, again, like maybe we're gonna have the next couple of chapters kind of like having all the characters be like, maybe we should have a reunion kind of situation. But we're gonna have to see it. And again, I'm hoping this doesn't mean that the 7 Sins are gonna take over the story because this is supposed to be the 4 Knights of the Apocalypse. We had a whole series with them. And a lot of people wanna be like complaining about where the 7 Sins, where the 7 Sins, where the 7 Sins. People, this is a secret story where for a different set of characters. Stop asking where the original characters are gonna be. But yeah, I guess this means we're gonna soon see all of the 7 Sins. Maybe next chapter, maybe not. I don't know. It's very difficult to say right now because it's got very vague. I kind of feel like we are gonna have Arthur's reaction to Ironside's battle against Bond. Maybe a punishment for Ironside for acting that the way and not obeying the order. Maybe we are going to have. Maybe we could also gonna kind of be seeing Meliodas. Maybe one of the 4 Knights is also gonna be showing up, like Tristan or Gawain. I feel like we are going to have to get an explanation on what is going on. Again, it's also supposed to be like a fight after a little bit of time skip, and I'm assuming the next chapter is gonna be more the what's going on kind of chapter. Same to how the first one was to show that what the invasion of Britannia looks like. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this chapter. I hope you like my reaction. I hope you leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.